We are learning new information tonight about that horrific crash in Eden yesterday. We now know the city truck driver involved is on leave after troopers say he ran a stop sign and hit 6 people in a box truck.
4 people died and 4 others, including the driver, were hurt. 6 of the victims work for Carolina Power. 3 of them died. The company set up a tribute with 3 bucket trucks and an American flag outside of its headquarters in Fayetteville.
Meantime, a memorial with a lineman's helmet and flag is growing at the crash site. It also includes flowers and a message of peace. We have live team coverage tonight. Joseph Leonard dug into the case and the investigation, while Amber Lake heard from a witness.
Let's start with Joseph, who learned even more information about the dump truck driver.
Yeah, we've learned more and more about this case and those involved throughout the day. We now know that the driver, Michael Vernon, who hit the workers here, is on administrative leave. He works with the City of Eden's Solid Waste Division, and he's worked there since the summer of 2017. Now, the company that lost several of its workers is called Carolina Power. 6 of its utility workers were hit here. 3 of them died on the scene. Outside the company's Fayetteville headquarters, a tribute to the 3 men who died stands tall. 3 bucket trucks raised high alongside with the American flag. It's a silent way to honor the men who died in Eden. The company just released a new statement to us a few minutes ago. It says, in part, these men were not just co-workers, they were family. They were fathers, sons, husbands, and friends who committed their lives to serving others and helping keep the lights on even in the darkest moments. We will get through this together, not as co-workers, but as a family. That's who we are, and that's what our brothers would want. Now, here's what we know about the crash. State troopers say Michael Vernon blew through a stop sign at Church and Carroll Streets, slammed into utility workers and their bucket truck, and barreled into a ditch off of Park Road. 4 workers were killed, 2 others seriously hurt. Vernon faces multiple charges, including misdemeanor death by motor vehicle. Rockingham County Commissioners and County Administration released a joint statement. It reads in part, this devastating loss is one that touches not just their loved ones, but our entire community. To those who were injured, we send our sincerest wishes for strength and a full recovery. Now, we have reached out to Highway Patrol to get updates on this case. Right now, they tell us this is an ongoing investigation. Live in Eden, Joseph Leonard, WFMY News 2.
Joseph, thank you. WFMY News 2's Amber Lake met a witness who lives down the street. Amber, she says she ran to help.
Right, Chad, and when tragedy strikes here in Eden, because it's such a small town, it doesn't stay quiet for long. And when the 4 linemen lost their lives here yesterday afternoon, neighbors didn't just hear about it, they all felt it. And you can really tell by the memorial that you see directly behind me where this crash took place. People who didn't even know the victims started it with just a sign and some flowers, others placing more flowers there today, and a construction hat and a flag. On Carroll Street in Eden, which is where we are right now, silence has taken the place of routine. It's a quiet road, just one of many where everyone knows everyone. But around 1:30 yesterday afternoon, that quiet shattered. 4 linemen dead, others injured. One of the victims, Matt Carter, was a husband, a father. Others had families too, had co-workers, friends, all left behind. In a town like Eden, there's no such thing as a stranger in moments like this. Neighbors didn't just show up, they stayed, they held each other, they cried together. One woman who lives near the crash was the first person, she says, on scene yesterday. A day later, she says that she's still in shock, haunted by what she saw.
Several people had been hit by the truck, and they were literally laying, a couple in the grass and 3 in the road. And the EMS was already here and giving them CPR.
As investigators work to piece together what happened, the community is doing its own kind of work, pulling together in grief, checking on each other, praying and remembering.
Time supposedly heals all wounds, but things are going to hurt and they're going to keep hurting, but we still have to look towards the future. You can't stay where you're at. So as a small town, we will come together and mourn for the losses.
In Eden, when one family's hurting, everyone is hurting. And the last 24 hours marked by heartache, what's going to get them through is each other, relying on each other and laying against one another, being able to support one another during this time. Reporting live in Eden, Amber Lake, WFMY News 2.